Okay, so Nikki mentioned her Michigan study, I forgot the title, saying that once you reach, which I agree, like once you reach the income $75,000, like she said that you continue to gain satisfaction as your income continues to rise, which isn't true, as I mentioned in my study, which showed that people earning slightly above it, and people, or actually we reached the hedonic treadmill, which is our barrier. It's our limit. Like we're not gonna achieve more happiness as we continue to increase our income. Okay, so as I said, money itself is not a vehicle of happiness. It's our management of money and it's our attitudes toward money, which are critical above all. I mean, as we've mentioned, and Nikki even agrees that the poorest people can be ecstatic. I mean, there are happy poor people, there are unhappy wealthy people. It's a mix. It's not always. It's like a sweeping generalization. Money can't always buy you happiness. You can be happy without things, materialistic things that we think we want, but actually don't want. As Nikki mentioned, we want the latest phone, the latest and greatest new technology that just came out, which she even admits like that can be materialistic because we want what's the best, what we think is the best. However, as I said, what's next? What do we want after this? Once we have the cell phone that we thought would make us so happy, we realize we're not actually that happy. We want the newer version that comes out. We want, we continue going, we never fully stop, so we never actually achieve like a platform. We never plateau. Okay, so as I mentioned, or Nikki even agrees that even though not all celebrities are unhappy, like there are happy, wealthy people, I admit that, like she knows too. Clearly there are celebrities like Charlie Sheen, Lindsay Lohan, whose lives are literally in shambles. I mean, she's not happy if she's continuing her drug or substance abuse and has gone into rehab multiple times. She's not representing herself well in the media, clearly isn't dealing well with the stresses that her income has indirectly caused, because her career as an actress is high achieving and generates a lot of income. And there are many other celebrities and wealthy people who feel the same just because of their circumstance. Their income has indirectly engendered these issues. Nikki, a major thing she's just said herself, little things in life make you happy. Petting your dog, watching the sunset, smelling chocolate chip cookies, I don't know. These things don't require money, so these are part of the human experience. We can enjoy life, we can be rich in the sense of memories and emotionally connecting with other people and feeling and watching and doing, and we don't need money for everything. You can find a dog on the street and pet it. You can be happy. You don't need your own dog. Okay? Nikki said, for instance, okay, exactly. Okay, so yes, it would be ideal to, if you want to get physically fit, have a gym membership, which does, yeah, it costs money. I have one myself. I don't love going to the gym. I do it because I'm too lazy to do it on my own. But we don't need to go to the gym. You can work out elsewhere. You can do sit-ups in your house. You can do push-ups on your ground. We think that we think a gym membership is necessary because it's all relevant to your socioeconomic status. You don't need that to be happy. You can be happy running around a park or running around a city. Yeah, okay. Just a minute, please. Okay. Food in itself, you can grow food. It's not always, like, there are many people who love McDonald's. Even wealthy people will choose to eat McDonald's. I mean, it's all how you manage your money. Like, if you like something, it's not always, like, more expensive equals better. Like, there are wealthy people who love to eat fast food or make unhealthy decisions. There are obese people of all socioeconomic statuses. So I think that point's a little void. Okay, another instance. My dad's a doctor. He works at his hospital. He does free clinics for patients who can't afford health insurance. So it's about where you live. I mean, it would be ideal to have health insurance, but obviously if not everyone can afford it, like you can still get help from the government. Which overall, my point is that what we think that more money equals better standard of living, which in some cases is true, but it's not always true. It does not always generate, it's not always better. There are ways to get around it. I mean, it would be ideal, but people are still happy living in all different circumstances and situations. And sometimes, in many cases, as I mentioned with celebrities, it's used to fill certain voids, and it becomes a terrible cycle. It's hard to live below your socioeconomic status, so we keep spending more money, but it doesn't necessarily lead to our happiness. Okay, so in conclusion, money cannot buy happiness. It is imperative to recognize that attitudes toward money, not money itself, buys happiness. The concept that it could is severely flawed and loosely associated with the toxicity of materialism. Capital pursuit is inorganic, for it cannot satiate emotional or social voids. Additionally, it is unfulfilling with regards to the metaphysical desires of the human experience, those being building relationships, religious and intellectual pursuits, etc. Happiness can be found in the darkest of times, and it's the ultimate currency. Thank you. Please vote negative.